Okay, yeah, I kind of forgot to. You know what? I'm gonna lose the sunglasses. Alright, you know what? No more sunglasses. Bye-bye. Now they are on my bed. Set up on my head. Haha. I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt and a Mountain Dew hat. And I was wearing sunglasses. But not anymore because I don't wanna wear sunglasses. I also got this arm sleeve from Madden. That's actually pretty comfy. And it means a lot. Alright. You know what? We're 1-0. We're undefeated. I'm 80 overall. Let's go. Life's gonna get you killed.
Let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Let's see some hustle out there today. Got a big game this week. Come on.
Big game. Week 2 of the regular season. Maybe big. Alright. Oh, you thought. You really did. Ha. 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 What a loser. Life's gone. I own a song. Oh man, I am not in a singing mood right now. Don't I know why I kind of took a little bit of a break from Madden franchise? It's the weekly training. Oh, it's fucking glitched. They need to like not do that. They need to fix it. It's getting annoying. Yeah, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna symbolize it. I can't glitch then. Ha! Ha! Play season game. Play 60 minutes of experience. Thursday prime time. Yeehaw.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. The 30.
That's all you got.
10. Touchdown. Giants.
Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, his first season, and the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
With my good old dropping app,
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spent all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chaos side. Zach Ooze, Chaos Agent, Trinity Trooper, Jones Unchanted, some kind of
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Harry Commander.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense ready to take over, and you see Taylor Heineke at the helm in his second season with the football team.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was hard to pop all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
I'm barely fucking understand what half the words are.
A first down throw for Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 12 carries, 62 yards. From the 29, Heineke, throw left side complete. That's Sims.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Heineke to throw it. Charles, Thursday night game, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Hopping over the top. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they wrap? This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point.
I did it.
And it is now 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. But Charles, you know, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. A handoff for Gibson, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Flushed out right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 3rd down, Heineke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. O'Shane Ximines. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A big connection on that one. 34 yards. 21-0 our score after 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Gano now to add the extra point.
Wait, what percentage is my... Oh, it's us.
Stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke. He's got it to Gibson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Heineke rolling to his right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Every single freaking time.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Flush to his right. And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And that is Allen, still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Leave.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. That's all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants open the lead up to 34-0. Gano the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Ooh.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing. Heineke pushes past him. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. From the gun, Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got his man, complete.
Pass him in.
Touchdown, Giants.
Good.
Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Oh, that was bad. Makes it
Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this 1st half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. In that 1 o'clock time frame, a lot to choose from. But let's highlight the game in Philadelphia. A big one for the Eagles, as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one in the NFC North. The Lions and Packers from Lambeau Field.
Lambeau Field.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now Heineke. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
You're kidding.
And he fumbles
You're kidding.
Unfortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
You're
All I can say
kidding.
about this play is that someone's living right.
You're
I mean,
actually
he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes
kidding.
free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad. Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina.
Right?
Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try to put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
They'll roll him out right. And oh, he caught it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I was about to be like,
the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 31 yards. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory.
Yeah.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we get another look at one.
Maybe.
I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
I have Discord here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Heineke. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
You know what? Why don't you just start over?
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Yes, very.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
It's a very clear interception. Yeah. It's an interception. And is that open, Will? It was. Alright. Okay. I'll check it out after this game.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hold on. Wait. I could just do it now. I'll join right now. I'll try to at least. Hold on. Alright. I will wait, hold on. So where do I go? Do I just alright. There. Wait. Okay. I have no idea where to go. So I just commented to say I'll join. So yeah. Just yeah.
Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the trainers take a look, will step aside. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano now to add the extra point.
Oh, shit.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point. And our score stays right where it is.
Oh, man, that was good. Okay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I almost got 21 every single time.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Out of his end zone, Heineke. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
Come on, let me just... Nine, 4, 12. Right. Yep. Okay. All right. There we go. There.
With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 49 yards. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
No expression on their face.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Why did I spend money to watch the team be blown out 16-9?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, Heineke looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Heineke. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
With it is Jackson.
I love her.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Possession switching back to the New York Giants.
Okay.
And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that, because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
Stays on his feet. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
All right, Tooney. I just see you. I'm going to go with
They'll look to throw.
I see Tooney. I see Tooney. I do not see Tooney.
No, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. 162 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Gano's kick is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Heineke on 1st down.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
O'Shane Zimenez able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. One last shot now for Heineke.
And he's going to go down again. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard.
Excuse me. Cinnamon 2. I have 2 steps. Because I haven't put that on. Okay, revenge week to the Falcons. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I see. What team should I be? Let's go with Lions. Good, why the fuck not? Okay, we got force. I mean, I could easily try to. Complete the season today. I doubt I can, but alright.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
60 Eagle! 60 Eagle!
Should I just like leave? I mean, I want to, but I also don't. No. Oh, that's caught. That's caught. Yeah. Let's go.
Here we go, shot 70 Lions.
Okay, what the fuck does it give me? Hold on.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
All right, we got this.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Kyle Pitts out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Julian Love picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Falcons, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that
touchdown, Giants! Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him up.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. O'Shane Ximines. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action with Ryan.
He'll let this go deep for runs. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Saquon Barkley.
Here's a give to Barkley. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 14. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He
was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but...
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return, Jackson. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning out to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Ryan. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Davis. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Giants.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Yeah.
They're taking a peek at
Both
whether
feet
or
were
not
down.
those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
Both feet were
And not
down.
just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully...
Both feet were down. It was a pretty amazing
So
catch.
they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Ryan. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
They'll try the left side. Patterson trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ryan's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll set up to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. 3 yards the gain there, second down. To throw is Ryan. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third down, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pitts here. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. From the gun on third down, Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in near an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Ryan. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
On 3rd down, Patterson, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to 1st down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense get set to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up with pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Devon Kennard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in the tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half. And despite missing 4 games in 2020, Sterling Shepard tied his career high with 66 catches, and that led all Giant receivers, and he makes a nice catch there.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds and being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Looking to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
And I think this is one very
They'll look to throw here.
He's wide open.
Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Ryan. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Pitts. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Ryan. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Curtis Weaver in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking on the midfield logo. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Barkley a 1st down and more, and finally brought down at the 43. 77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now Saquon Barkley. Help, and he works free. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Shotgun handoff to Booker. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. Now it's Penny. But he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now back to throw. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was polished off by a Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to...
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Booker. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah,
the Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They got half of what he needed, the 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll drop the throw. And give him another set. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly like...
I'll be right back. back.
To be a 3-0 start to this season, that is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Booker on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. On the handoff, this is Booker. They find some open field here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
I could use him for another game.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo. And the giant rush gets home. Is down
and the
Curtis Weaver picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't come back. Oh, I kind of forgot about these. I need to make my room smell very good and nice and actually like kind of enjoyable to be in. But where's a good? That's where my bed. That's. Billy Bob. Ooh, wait. Ooh, my season goal is almost done. It's almost done. I tell you, it's almost done. I'll try. Where are we in the? Are we in the home of the Saints? Are we at the Sanctuary? My watch is probably at 100. Yep. Mom? Why are you laughing?
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better?
I'll be back.
I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Very funny. Yes. Very funny.
On the ready. Ready, go. Ready. 19, Tiger, 19. Set. Ready. Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, set. Ready, go.
All right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common. Great practice habits. Today was a great practice.
Gold.
And if we do that every day, there's no reason we can't win a championship.
No reason. It's 10. 30. What? Mom? My watch is like completely fucking off. It says that it's 10:33 on May 30th. What? I don't know what I did to it, nothing. What? I don't know.
Today, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans,
I think I'm remembering myself from that.
it's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, Winston to the right side and complete to Washington. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's the first carry for Dwayne Washington. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Jameis to throw it. Washington's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
But for me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him. Because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm, he may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, Winston. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. Looking sideline, incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
The give to the fullback on the dive. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
First down, Winston. Complete to Washington. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He'll buy some, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0. What a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A first down carry for Barkley. Demario Davis there on the stop. Still 9 remaining on second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They're going to look to throw. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarter.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Washington gets it going right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Winston now. And he takes a shot on the release. This will be incomplete. On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney, 78 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, Winston throw complete there to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw is Winston. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 3. Now Winston steps away. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A first down throw for Winston. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch, either covering with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
500 rushing yards this season. Damn.
So we come upon halftime here with a... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
All right.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
I do get blockers. That's right open there.
Down the middle of the field.
Start celebrating. Yes, he won't be able to catch him.
Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point.
I'm just shocked.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
That defender was so determined.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors.
Third quarter and they're losing to 14. And as if they get hello for the lucky, we should do it.
On first, here's Washington. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Oh, man, that's surprising.
Washington now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Woo! Past the 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
You know what? After this game, I will just go there with them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Callaway, the return man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jameis now on 1st down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a nifty catch there for a first down by Michael Thomas. Still getting used to the fact that it's not Drew Brees throwing him passes. Never really 100% in 2020. Battled some injuries along the way. Ended up only suiting up for 7 games, 40 catches. That's a tough drop because in 2019, had 149 catches, an NFL record. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. They'll throw again. Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation.
Can you guys wait until I'm done with my game and let me come with you?
Watching how the defense stayed in
Damn, that really sucks.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I don't want your garbage. Okay, good.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
Very good.
And that one blown
Even
up
more
quickly.
good than good.
As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This is good. This is really it's good. Like it's good, but good.
I dropped my ball.
They'll go to Barkley again. Rumbling past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now. He has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on their drive started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
I'm coming.
So for the Giants, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.
Alright. Alright, see ya.